Country Cookin'. I'm your hostess, Cindy Schumacher. On today's show, we'll be making tarragon chicken, garlic butter roasted carrots, spinach and apple salad with a warm lemon bacon vinaigrette, and a cream cheese blueberry for our dessert. So I'm going to start with the dessert, and we have 2/3 cup of graham cracker crumbs, 1/4 cup sugar, and 1/4 cup melted butter. Stir that together. And then put it in a 9x13 pan. It doesn't matter if you use glass or metal, whatever you have. It doesn't look like a lot, but you just work it out until you get it patted all the way across the whole pan. This is kind of a fun dessert to make this time of the year where you don't have, it seems like we've just gotten through with all the Christmas desserts with all the chocolate and everything like that. This is kind of light and kind of refreshing, and it's certainly simple. It can be done in advance. Get my hands in there. And I just keep patting until I get a smooth, even layer, and that the whole bottom of the pan is covered. There we go, looks like that. So the next step then would be to beat 3 eggs. And then an 8-ounce cream cheese that's softened. You want to beat that till it's fluffy. To this, I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. Now I'm going to add the 3 beaten eggs. It kind of makes just a real thin cheesecake layer for the dessert. You want to just mix it until it's totally combined and incorporated, nice and smooth and evenly distributed. And to this now, we're going to add 3/4 cup of sugar. pour it into the crust. I'm just going to kind of wiggle it around so it covers the whole bottom. And it looks like this. We're going to put it in the oven and we're going to bake it for about 15 to 20 minutes on 375. So we'll take a quick break while we get this cleaned up. We'll be right back.
Blazing fast broadband internet from Valley is now available and better than ever. Let us help you decide which speed is best for you. The 50 meg speed would be sufficient for 1 to 4 devices, mainly emailing and surfing the web. Our 100 meg speed works great for 5 to 8 devices and multiple users streaming and downloading video. If you have 8 devices or more that are simultaneously streaming or gaming, or if you have a medium-sized business, the 250 meg speed would work best for you. For extreme heavy home or work from home use, or if you have a medium to large business using 15 or more devices, you may want to consider our 500 meg download speed to fit your needs. And if you're a home or business that needs it all, we have our 1000 meg 1 gig broadband internet speed. Call our office today at 437-2615 and talk with one of our staff members to pick the speed that's best for you.
Okay, we're going to get working on the chicken. I have 2 tablespoons of butter in my electric skillet here, and I've got 2 whole chicken breasts, so that would be 4 halves. And the instructions say to pound it to 1/4 inch thick. Well, lately, when I've been buying chicken breasts, they're so fat that it would take you forever to pound it to 1/4 inch thick. So what I do is I slice them so that they're a thinner piece. So then I actually will have 8 pieces, but I'm going to dredge them in flour. And then get them frying in the skillet. If this recipe is too big for your family, you can always, cut it in 2. We even use, if we have leftover tarragon chicken, we even use it for sandwiches with mayonnaise and lettuce, so it never goes to waste. Or you can heat up the leftovers and just eat it as it is. Last one. Kind of smushed in there, but they'll shake up a little bit. Okay, so it's a little bit, looks like a little bit skimpy. I'm going to just add a little more butter to it as it's cooking here. Okay, well those are starting to brown. We'll start working on the carrots. I have 5 tablespoons of butter in a nonstick skillet here, and I'm going to get that going. Now, while I'm waiting for the butter to melt, I want to remind you that I always do that if you want a copy of any of these recipes, if you don't have internet, give the girls at Valley a call. If you do have internet, go to the Valley homepage, www.valleytel.net, and you click on the Country Cooking Cow, and that's where you find all the recipes. In the meantime, I am cooking noodles for I'm just using the little squiggly egg noodles because they're ruffly and kind of fun, so when you lay a chicken breast on there, this this makes a little bit of a gravy, and so it makes a nice accompaniment to that chicken. So I have pressed 4 garlic cloves, and so we're going to cook that in the butter. I'm still waiting for it to melt here. Should have done it ahead of time, save us some time, but toss in the garlic and get it cooking. You want to cook it for about 3 to 4 minutes, but you don't want to let it burn. You just want it to cook just to bring out the extra flavor of the garlic. When you're hungry, I don't think there's anything better than the smell of garlic cooking. You know, it just is has such a oops. Take a little bit of a break while I'm cooking this. We'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to toss in the carrots. This is 2 pounds of carrots that I've peeled and sliced into diagonals about this size. And basically what we want to do is coat the carrots. Okay, I have a baking sheet that I've sprayed with Pam. And then we want to make an even layer of the carrots on the pan. And then this is going to go in the oven. We're just waiting for the blueberry dessert to finish baking. We got another 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll toss the carrots in. We'll be right back.
Valley is now offering updated digital TV packages and prices. Call Valley today at 437-2615.
Okay, we're going to get back to the chicken. I'm going to remove the chicken breast to a plate. Okay, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter in here. Get it going. And I'm going to add a ½ pound of mushrooms. I think this is a little bit more than that. We'll toss them in anyway. This tool that works pretty good for something like this where you more or less want to be pushing it around, but yet it still kind of stirs in everything. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of flour and give them a coating. I have a cup of chicken broth. And then I'm going to add the tarragon. Now tarragon you have to be careful with because it's very strong. If you use fresh, of course you always need more. You would need about a teaspoon and a fourth. If you're using dried, you only need about a fourth of a teaspoon. So, and a fourth, trust me, gives you plenty of flavor. It gets a little strong if you add too much. And it's delicious if you have it right. This has already made kind of a nice gravy. Okay, I'm going to stir in a half cup of half and half. And then we'll season it with salt and pepper to taste. That's always kind of a difficult thing, and like I say, you always want to err on the side of caution. Use less, you can always add more. I'm going to do about a half teaspoon of pepper. And I'm going to do about 3/4 of salt because there's already salt in the butter. But we can always add more if we need it. I'm going to reduce the heat, and then we'll put the chicken back in, and it's actually ready to go. So once you would get the chicken coated and everything, you could actually serve it. But we're going to go over and get working on the other things here too. For one thing, the oven has been preheated. I've removed the dessert, so we're going to put the carrots in at 425 for about 20 minutes or so, right in that range. You can keep your eye on them. I'm going to get these in the skillet, and then I'm going to cover it, and we're going to just let them absorb some of the flavor from the sauce. I'm flipping them over just to coat them on both sides. Lid on it, and we're going to just turn it down to warm so it doesn't overcook. So I'm going to take a quick break and clean up, then we'll get the salad going and finish the dessert. We'll be right back. All right, I've got the dessert out of the oven, and I'm going to cover the top of it with a can of blueberry pie filling. I would imagine that if you wanted to do it in cherry or peach or something else, you could, but I stuck with the recipe. This is out of the Pillsbury Bake Off cookbook, and this is a grand prize winner, so it's a delicious dessert. Like I said, certainly simple. And then you could just serve it as it is with just the blueberry topping, or you can serve ice cream on top of it, or Cool Whip, or whatever you want. I'm going to try to bring it all the way to the edge. Looks like this. I'm going to pop it in the refrigerator just to cool it down just for a few minutes while we finish up. Okay, and then we're going to work on the salad. So I have 6 cups of fresh spinach that I have stemmed. Remember, always stem your spinach. You're just going to eliminate a lot of problems. Plus, it always looks better. So be sure you just take the time to do it. We're going to make the dressing. The salad we're adding a crisp. I'm using a red apple. I like the red color, and you can choose whatever kind of apple you want. You can use green if you want, or whatever. And the nice thing about the salad, this recipe was sent to me by my friend Edith Gage. The nice thing about the salad is there is some flexibility to this if you want. The recipe calls for white onion, a half cup of thinly sliced white onion, and I've made it with the white onion, and it's delicious. But I thought it might be fun to do a little bit of a variation today, and I'm using green onions. They're just, I just think that they're not quite as strong, and they look pretty in there, and so that's what it looks like. Another thing that you could do, you could use if you want to add almonds or spicy pecans or something like that, but this would be, so it would be the spinach, the apple, and the white onion. So we're going to mix together the vinaigrette. On the stove, I'm going to start, I have a 1/4 cup of raw bacon that I've sliced, or that I've chopped up. So I'm going to throw that in the frying pan here. We're going to get it going. Get that cooking, because this is going to be like a hot, lemony vinaigrette. So in a small bowl, we're going to whisk together a 1/2 cup of lemon juice. You can use fresh squeezed, or you can use real lemon. 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. Get a whisk here. Two tablespoons of sugar. Half cup of coarsely ground black pepper. So I'm going to use my little pepper grinder here. Measuring spoon is, but I'll try to clean that out a little. Okay, and we need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. The reason we don't need as much salt in this is because the lemon will kind of take the place of using salt. So you don't need quite as much as you normally would in other salads. So this is a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. If olive oil, the flavor of olive oil is a little too strong for you, you can use the light tasting. You'll still get the flavor of the olive oil. It just won't be quite as strong. Okay, so I'm going to check on our bacon and get this going here. I want to remind you again, one more time, that if you want a copy of any of these recipes, if you don't have internet, give the girls at Valley a call. They'll be happy to help you with a copy. If you do have internet, go to the Valley homepage, www.valleytel.net. Click on the Country Cookin' Cow. You'll find the recipes there. It's going to take me a few minutes to get this bacon going. We'll be right back.
Internet is here. Valley now has higher broadband speeds of up to 1 gigabit. Get the bandwidth you need for all your devices at one time. Gaming with no lag time. Video stream your favorite movies instantly in HD quality. Video chat with friends and family without interruption. Download your favorite music and photos in seconds. All on our 100% fiber optics network. Valley offers managed Wi-Fi and backup services too, bringing together all the services you need. Valley Telecommunications Cooperative.
Okay, my bacon is just about crisp, so I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of garlic. I'm using the garlic in the jar. You can use fresh garlic if you have it. So you only cook the Cook it with the garlic in there for about 30 seconds. Okay, I'm going to stir in the vinaigrette. And you stir it around just until it gets heated through. In the meantime, while that's doing that, we'll put the carrots in a bowl. I think we're doing good here. I'm going to put this in a dressing server. If you're not going to be using the entire salad at once, then you want to serve the dressing on the side so people can help themselves. So, dish the salad. And like I was saying before, if you want to add some nuts or something like that, you sure can. Dessert out. You just want to slice this into squares. We'll add a little top to it. There we go. We have our tarragon chicken, our garlic butter roasted carrots, our spinach and apple salad with warm lemon bacon vinaigrette, and our cream cheese blueberry. Thanks for joining us today on this edition of Cut to Cook, and we hope to see you next time.